Good morning and welcome to AGORACOM Small Cap Stock News. It's Thursday, February the 20th, 2014. I'm Alan Barry Labucan, the Chief Market Commentator for AGORACOM. I've done my morning homework. I've gone through several press releases, and I've found a group of companies that their news stands out to me. I talk about what impressed me about the news, and I also give you some insights into what I see in their stock prices or their stock chart as well. We try to keep the show to around a 10-minute time frame. Today I've got 6 companies to talk about, so we'll get right to it. The first company that I have today is Metanor Resources. Metanor Resources had drill results out from their Bachelor deposit. They had some very good intersections in there. Their highlight hole was 7.5 meters of 13 grams per ton gold. They had a 3.4 meter intersections of 11.3 grams per ton gold. So some very good numbers in that Bachelor project. I believe that one's in Quebec. They didn't mark it down here, but I'm pretty certain it's in Quebec. I'm just going to look at their stock today. It's flat on the day. It's trading at 19.5 cents on 1.52 million shares traded hands. Just going to look at their stock chart now. Company's been on a very good move since the lows in December. It's trading above its 20, 50, and 100-day moving averages, all on very good volume. It does look like it's may have peaked and is now kind of trending sideways a bit. I'm not sure about that until we see a few more trading days. But it's definitely got a lively chart there with lots of volume and a good project. MTO is their stock symbol, and they trade on the Venture Exchange. Next up is Premium Exploration. Premium Exploration had news out from their Friday gold deposit in Idaho County, Idaho. The highlight hole was an intercept of 286 meters of 0.73 grams per ton gold. Included in that was 11.67 meters of 2.37 grams per ton gold. This project also has some high-grade elements to it as well, and very obviously it's big tonnage potential when you start hitting 286 meters of mineralization. So they've got an interesting project down there in Idaho. Stock's up a penny today to 20 cents on 110,000 shares traded. I'm just going to look at their chart now. And the stock was a very kind of sleepy sort of, didn't trade a lot for most of the past year until recently. It started to get a lot more lively in January. Since then, the stock had a good rally from around the 13 cent range, traded up to 37, has given back a fair amount of those gains, but it's now trading at its 50-day moving average and is still above its 100-day moving average. It's below the 20-day, so it's kind of at an interesting point here. I'd like to see more volume on the company. I think that they need some help with their audience building. But I do like their project, and I'm starting to get to liking their stock chart as well. PEM is their stock symbol, and they trade on the Venture Exchange. Next up is Mega Precious Metals. Mega Precious Metals had drill results out from their Monument Bay project. They hit 51.7 meters of 4.8 grams per ton gold, including 0.7% tungsten over 2 meters, and they are commencing their 2014 drill program. So they had a lot of news to talk about there. You can find all that on their press release. They give in-depth details about what they're working on right now. Just pulling up the stock chart, they're up a half a cent today to 15.5 cents on 362,000 shares traded hands. just looking at their stock chart. This one bottomed in late December, has been getting more a better chart since then. They still have a fair bit of volatility on a daily basis in their trading activity. They are trading above their 100-day, or sorry, their 50-day and their 100-day and their 20-day. On some pretty good volume. I'm going to do some more homework on mega precious metals. I'm seeing some things there that I like. MGP is their stock symbol, and they trade on the Venture Exchange. Next up is Roxgold. Roxgold Inc. had they have a project in Burkina Faso, West Africa. They intersected 19.94 grams per ton gold over 3.7 meters at their Bagassi South project. This is 100% owned, part of the Yaramoko gold permit, and some very good numbers in there, and not just on one hole. Definitely something to look at, especially if you're not too worried about West Africa. Burkina Faso seems to be a pretty good place to be doing exploration in West Africa. They're up 3 cents today to 65 cents on 177,000 shares traded hands. Stock's been in a very solid trend since the December lows. It's above its 20, 50, and 100-day moving averages. Trades some decent volume. This is a pretty good looking trend here on this stock. From the bottoms in December, it topped out at about 68 cents. Now it's looking like it's taking another run at that. I do like what I see in that chart. I'm going to be doing some more homework on them and considering them for the best of the best in weekly news show. ROG is their stock symbol. They trade on the Venture Exchange. Next up is Rubicon Minerals. Rubicon Minerals announced $100 million bought deal financing. Wow. This will help them to further develop their Phoenix Gold project. I'm a big fan of that Phoenix Gold project. They've hit a lot of high-grade holes, high-grade gold in that project in Red Lake, Ontario. This is one of the best undeveloped projects for high grade that I know of, and they just put $100 million in their jeans so they can do a lot more work. The market didn't like the news. They're down 32 cents to $1.50 on 9.6 million shares. I think the market is overreacting and getting this news wrong. The stock chart has been getting a lot better since December. And with this pullback today, I think I'm going to be able to for sure talk about this company on tomorrow's or on the weekly the best of the best in weekly news show tomorrow. RMX is their stock symbol, and they trade on the Toronto Exchange. Next up is McEwen Mining. McEwen Mining put news out regarding their El Gallo 1 mine expansion, and it's nearing completion. El Gallo 1 mine is in Sinaloa State, Mexico. They're scheduled to be completed by early April. The expansion is approximately 3 months ahead of schedule, and capital costs are expected to total $3 million against the $5 million originally budgeted. So that's a nice change. They're bringing it in ahead of schedule and under budget. I like to see those kind of things. Doesn't happen all the time in the mining business, but or any business for that matter, but very good news. And the market liked the news today. Stock's up 18 cents to $3.35 on 229,000 shares traded. Just looking at the stock chart, and this one's just had an explosive move since the lows in December. It was trading at around $1.82 on the lows of December, traded all the way up to $3.50, and now it's above its 2050 100-day moving average on very big volume. McEwen Mining is a good long-term play. I like this company a lot. I like the leadership. I like where they're taking the company. MUX is their stock symbol. They trade on the Toronto Exchange. And the final company today is Alamos Gold. Alamos Gold reported that their fourth quarter and year-end 2013 results, and they earned $38.79 million US dollars in 2013. They that's excellent results. They sold 42,000 ounces of gold for that. That was in the quarter. They generated cash working capital of 12.7 million in that quarter. Lots of good details. I'm not going to go over it all, but in days when a lot of miners are showing losses with the price of the commodities down, I'm pretty impressed to see Alamos showing a healthy profit there. Stock's only up a half a cent today to $11.19.5 on 858,000 shares traded. Just looking at their stock chart, and this one's bottomed in late January actually, and is getting better. It's above its 20-day, slightly below its 50-day, significantly below its 200-day. It's trading good volume. This is one that I think I could be talking about on the end of the week show, Best of the Best in Weekly News show. AGI is their stock symbol, and they trade on the Toronto Exchange. So that's a wrap on the news for today. I had another great batch of companies for you to do your homework on. And again, it's very important before making any investment decisions to do your homework and speak with your financial advisors. As always, we do our daily news shows Monday through Thursday, and then on the end of the week, either Friday or Saturday, depending on how George and my schedules are going. We do our end of the week show. We call it the Best of the Best in Weekly News, and so far it looks like we're going to be doing that tomorrow. So join us for that. You can find all of our work on the daily news shows at the front page of AGORACOM.com. You can also find our stuff on blog.agoracom.com or on my website at alanberryreports.com. On that note, you have a great day, and we will talk to you soon.